Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, Trey.
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, man. Unfortunate events happened this weekend, man. I'm not going to be able to come in this week.
What? Come on, man. We got a show to do, man.
Hey, I know, man. I apologize, man, but I got to take care of this, man.
Come on, Herb, man.
Hey, look here. Whatever you do, don't put him in there.
Put who?
You know who exactly I'm talking about.
Nigga, who else am I finding to fill
Nigga, Rick, don't put that nigga in there.
Are you serious right now?
I'm
Herb?
dead ass serious.
Yeah,
don't put Rick in there.
It's not that deep, Joe.
It
it's just
the fuck it is. Just don't put him in there.
All right, Herb. All right.
All right, appreciate it.
Peace. I don't give a fuck. I'm stirring this motherfucking pot.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in that technicolor rainbow between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Mr. Petty.
And not fucking Herb.
Welcome again to Blurs and Whiskey. So,
hold on. Wait a minute. Let's address that video you all just saw. Fuck you. I do what I want. I come where I want. I go where I want. I do what I want when I want.
You gonna blow out people's speech? Really? Like, we're trying to keep.
Well, then again, yeah, that's nice Herb stuff.
One more thing. I gotta wipe the mediocrity off the seat.
So we're gonna try to keep things under control here today.
Shit. I might as well throw them cue cards away, bro. Like, it's the two of us.
This is what happens when you take a day off, Herb. This is what happens. So
yes, take more days off.
Oh boy, I don't even. I just after that, it's,
Hey, look.
Everybody,
Cheers.
Oh yeah,
Told you I was gonna be a star.
cheers. You're just gonna be a star somewhere. It's just not.
everybody that was butt hurt during the whole fiasco, this ain't for you.
Full disclaimer. I have no control over these two, so they're gonna be saying a whole lot and apparently touching my shoulder a whole lot. So
Gary People's about to call.
yo, don't like we can't fight him, so let's not do that.
So first topic, let's get going.
So
man, we're gonna go off the rails.
We got to do the church announcements.
Yeah, we gotta
So yeah, let's go ahead and pull them up on the screen so I can
cover me up.
do. Or y'all want to do? You want to see if you can do a better job than her?
On what?
Church
Church announcements.
good.
Okay,
I didn't practice this shit. This is y'all show. I'm just here to fuck shit up.
All right, so of course, as always, we got MagFest is happening January 2nd to the 5th. Go to super.magfest.org if you want to get your tickets for that. The tickets are on sale now. We've got Katsucon coming around my birthday, February 14th to the 16th. My birthday's on the 16th, so if you can come out there and show your love. And also we got the Greek Geek Homecoming, April 4th, 2020, of course.
What's that?
And it's a homecoming for geeks.
Really?
I like it.
It's April?
In April.
Of course.
All right.
So yeah, that's some grown. Yeah, we get to be grown geeks at homecoming, so it's gonna be fun.
Do this. No sexual harassment. No sexual harassment, guys.
Yeah. Don't do that because that's gonna get you locked up.
Like, seriously. Like, yeah.
Like
We don't get down with that.
Yeah. not at all.
Listen, if we're there or if I'm there and I see you sexually harassing girls, guess what? Atomic wedgies. They will happen. I can do them.
Everybody in this studio is a former bouncer.
Yeah.
We know how to handle it.
Even this guy. Yes.
Get yourself a hashtag security shirt.
Oh man.
Also we've got. So I'm going to do this right now because I got so much flack from my mom for us putting this on the show. National Steak and BJ Day. She said she's looking forward to it. So since you want to say that to me, Ma,
you are somebody.
You have fun.
You are somebody's mother.
She's a couple people's mother.
Well, that's kind of how you got to be.
That's how I got here. So hey, all right, cool.
You got here. She just
Stop it. Now you're going too far. Now you're going too far.
Oh, traveling.
Shut up. And lastly but not least,
I'm appalled.
Shocked and appalled. We've got BlurCon is coming up in July 17th to the 19th, 2020 at Jefferson David Highway in Arlington, Virginia.
Yo.
So we go for the church announcement.
See, never mind.
So I'm looking
and she comments, hell yeah. Like,
I'm looking forward to the MagFest though, because music and gaming is always like
Mama Proper, me and you gonna have a conversation.
So
and it's going to be a conversation you're not going to like.
So
young
bad.
lady.
And this is why Paula Caldwell will not be on the
On Blurs and Whiskey at all. She would never be on here.
Ever. Ever. We've already discussed this.
Yes, Marjorie. That's right after Valentine's Day. You guys get the hearts and candies.
We get the steaks and yammies.
Yeah, there you go. So first thing we want to talk about was the big announcement that this week CM Punk, the there you go.
What is
You're
up
not
with
gonna say it?
What is up with
You're not
Vince
gonna say
McMahon? It's clobbering time.
There you go.
What is up with Vince McMahon and hiring like UFC fighters now for his product on his show?
Does he even count as UFC?
What is that about?
No, but
Because-
for real, like he's not really working for WWE per se. He's working for Fox.
Yes.
So let's not let fanboys calm
But-
down.
No, there is no need to calm down because we all know how this works. He's gonna be working for Fox. Vince is gonna get to him and go, "Come on, Phil. You know I really need you. I could really use you back on the product."
We use
Next
one
thing you
more
know, he's gonna be fighting against old Skunky. I mean Seth Rollins or something. You know what I mean? Like
No, he's gonna be like a package deal.
right,
Me and my wife.
right. And then AJ Lee's gonna
Yo,
come back,
I would be happy.
and they're
to
gonna
see
have her
Angelique
job
come
out
back.
to Alexa Bliss.
She needs a genuine run with the new female wrestlers that they have. She needs to have a genuine storyline, a good title run. I need to see her come back in full force and start wrecking stuff.
I would love to see her and Sasha Banks go at it. That would be a really
That'd be
good
a
one.
great
And then,
match.
honestly, in a couple years when Paige gets healthy, she's gonna come back in that whole mix, and they would be a hell of a little tag
Man,
team,
that would be
like
awesome.
like the Crazy Sisters,
Yes,
or
that
the
would be
the
amazing.
Pale Crazy Sisters.
You gotta remember that AJ and
Paige,
Paige, they kind of kicked off the whole revolution.
Yes.
they absolutely did. They
At least on the
absolutely
main
did.
roster.
Yeah. Because
Oh.
when Paige
Oh,
showed up,
Hold up. Side note. We always forget to do this, but we are partaking in a very tasty beverage. Whenever these two come on the show, they're always going to make something
It's a
different.
tasty beverage.
So it's a very tasty beverage. We need to make that into a t-shirt. Tasty beverage. Tell us what we're drinking today.
It's another version of the Dark and Stories I made last time, except I used crack instead of oak heart. I added
Did you say you use crack?
Kraken.
Kraken.
Please, thank you. Clarify.
I used Kraken, and also did lemon and lime juice with this one, as opposed to just lime juice.
it's very, very tart, but also very, very strong on the back end. So you get that tartness, but then the alcohol cuts right through it. It's a very, very elegant, delectable dish.
All right. We're going to get him to put the recipe up on our fan page later so we can get you guys a chance to taste it out. And
See, you know he's got a movie out. He's starring a movie called Girl on the Third Floor. It's like a horror film.
he's in a horror film.
Yeah.
I've
He
seen
was
the
plugging
trailer.
that on his Twitter.
I saw the trailer too. It actually looks really interesting.
Hey.
It reminds me of if you remember when you had cable like back in the day and you had like
Made for
those-
TV movies.
No. What was that horror channel?
I can't put this down.
You know, EO, the horror channel, the one that had like the Midnight Meat Train and all them other scary movie channel.
Are we talking about cable in our
Yeah.
childhood?
No, like early 2000s, late 2000s, mid 2000s. OCG, by the way. OCG. I have no idea who else.
So the movie. So he has a movie. It's already been released.
It's already been released.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to check that out.
the-
We'll find
the
out.
funny-
Girl on the Third Floor.
The funny thing about it is how productive he's been outside of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And apart from the UFC fighting, which we all know is going to be the train wreck that it was, he's been doing a lot of different stuff. Like he's done Girl on the Third Floor. He's been on The Talking Dead a lot. He's been writing Drax. And people are saying this is one of the best runs that a comic book character has had in a while. He's been writing a bunch of the Drax the Destroyer books.
Yes.
And that-
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
and he's been responsible for almost the revamping of Drax to where
Okay.
it took over for the movie. So I mean, it's crazy, but it's almost like the WWE saw that he was able to make it without them, and they're just like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's how a lot
always
of people
thing.
go, though. If you play your cards right, after the WWE, it does not mean that's the end of your career. It means that you have the capability of transitioning into bigger and better things. Look at a lot of people like, well, not necessarily Hulk Hogan, but Tropic Thunder did like 3 seasons.
No, it did one season, bro.
They did one season?
It did
only
one
did
season.
one.
Really?
It did one season.
It was
It
just
did three straight to DVD or
Oh,
straight
okay.
to
Well, yeah.
movies.
So, but just examples of him. Look at Bautista. Batista's we actually had a conversation about that on the ride out
Yeah,
there.
Batista's
done really well for himself. Now imagine if Batista gets his own spin-off movie with Phil writing for that. That would be epic.
it possibly could work. I don't think they would do it just because I don't think Batista has enough. I mean, I don't think Drax right now has enough of that fan base to be able to carry it. But I mean, it would be very interesting. I like that also. I'm still also a fan of Bautista transitioning into playing Bane.
You know, since we're talking about Bautista,
See, you gotta stop doing that, man. Wait, ho. Pause that.
DB, like you know, he's from DC.
Yeah.
Capital City.
But shout him out.
I mean, we do.
I mean, of
when the
course,
Masters
Dave
won,
Bautista.
Dave Bautista,
Of
shout
course,
out to
that's
Dave Bautista.
hometown dude. I still think he was growing in a lab underneath DC.
Also, another bouncer.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Hashtag
Exactly.
security.
He used to bounce with my cousin at one of the nightclubs in DC too.
So let's double back to this because we're not going to gloss over because I didn't hear about that. He has an inside track that I haven't found
If you
yet.
saw the
So
Joker movie, you probably would have.
Fantastic movie, by the way. Amazing tour de force.
Great.
Fuck his face.
no,
Great movie.
no, don't do that to my
Oh.
face.
Phrasing.
Ew.
So
The bad word count just stood out the window too.
I was about to say, every time I'm on the show, just get that shit out of here.
Like, AKA bad words, bruh.
we stopped using it because of people like y'all. But so,
Good.
but it hasn't been confirmed that he's
No, he hadn't confirmed. He was just shooting the shit.
Because remember
When
now,
they fired
James Gunn.
when they initially fired James Gunn, he was just he was on his Twitter going off about it. Somebody suggested King Shark, but King Shark is just whatever.
This character.
And then somebody sent the idea. I think Boss Logic, the guy that does all those pictures, whatever. He sent him a picture of him as Bane.
Somebody
And
find
he
that
was
picture and put it on the fan
And
page.
he was like, if James Gunn is writing it, because this is when James Gunn was doing initially for Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
he was just like, fuck it, I'll be all about it. So I mean, that would be fantastic. By the way, speaking of wrestlers who are transitioning into playing heroes, Dwayne Johnson has no idea who the fuck he's playing as Black Adam. No idea. If you go on his Instagram and see this long post that he has about playing this really great anti-hero, Black Adam's a terrible person. He's a terrible person. He only helps you if you're Egyptian. Everybody else he will kill. He's killed thousands of Egyptians. And he keeps talking about he's an anti-hero.
Aren't they Kandakis? They're not Egyptians. They're not from Egypt. They're from Kandok.
Whatever.
But-
It's in Egypt. His civilization's in Egypt.
So how you really feel about Dwayne The Rock Johnson? Rick?
I've been there. I'm going back there. Bad person. Bad person.
So,
Ask his ex-wife Danny, who was also forced into being his manager.
he's
Oh.
making good money, so it's not really big force.
Bad people make money all the time, Cam.
Huh?
Bad people make money all the time.
No,
Right.
I'm
Bad
talking-
people
I'm
make
talking-
most of the money.
Most of the
Look,
money.
look at 45.
You're comparing Donald Trump to The Rock.
No.
The thoughts and
They're
views
both
expressed here are those of the host and the host only. Not
host.
by the Spirit Media.
Guest hosts.
They're both Republicans.
Oh, God. So there we go with that. So apparently Corey is going off in... Wow. Okay, so Corey is going off in the comments. People are saying F you, Corey, already.
Hey, Corey, how'd your Houston Astros do?
He was just saying, we don't need her back. Keep these... Wow. You know that didn't turn out too well for you last time you said that, right, Corey? Don't. Anyway, but CM Punk will be featured. So we got sidetracked. That's why I only have a little bit of cards.
Let's do show of the week because Herb has to make his appearance.
Oh, okay.
Let's go Petty Vision.
And here we go, everybody, to
No, you can't.
mediocre.
No, it's not.
Stealing your shtick.
It's not.
It's not Petty Vision. I'm Petty.
It's a program on the Petty Vision.
Yes.
The Petty Vision is a brand to itself.
No, make it her word.
You ask your road dog, your homie, your partner in crime,
It
your
looks like his
co-host
chin is
to
growing.
hold you
They
down
can't
for
hear.
1 week.
They can
And
You didn't turn the
what
mic
the
on.
fuck does
No.
Kane do? He kills
No.
Abel. I mean, hey, I ask you not to bring that
How
motherfucker
long
in this
has
Hey,
It's
week.
take
been-
your son hat
Just-
off.
You know, fuck him. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in Rick. You know, I some get back is gonna be coming in the future. I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't know what exactly it's gonna be. Trey, keep your head on the swivel. I got you. I remember this. I remember this.
Big ass hazelnut and the gnats hat off my camera.
All right. We're back.
So we're back. But if you want
We will upload the whole
Hashtag-
show.
8 minutes.
The show of the
Hashtag
week-
fried.
The show of the week is Gargoyles. We'll upload the video.
Hey, Trey. Gargoyles?
yes,
Well, that's a proper poll.
yes, the proper poll of the week was what you were choosing to watch first, between Gargoyles and X-Men, of course, they led to some conversations on the fan page. A lot of people were saying they misinterpreted my polls. So basically, we're saying
like me.
They
like
misinterpreted your poll.
Like
Phrasing.
Me. Like me.
Phrasing.
He's all like, would you rather watch this or this? I said, I'm watching Spider-Man Unlimited. That's not the question.
That's not the question. I just asked, of these two, which would you watch first?
I watched Tron Legacy first. Because I love Daft Punk.
Anyway.
They got caught.
No, I was asking if you guys would watch one first or not. So I'm losing control as it is.
And speaking of, since Herb's video, speaking of Mickey Mouse in a Nat's hat, moving on to Disney Plus.
Disney Plus launched this week. That's a Trey word. Disney Plus launched this week with some troubles and trepidation.
The reason why you messed up that word is because you ain't brushed the mediocrity off your seat.
I'm never gonna get through this. I'm never gonna.
Hold up, man. That's the shirt.
That is a shirt.
So Disney Plus launched, ironically, on the same. Well,
That's my shirt.
On the anniversary.
That's my shirt.
Hold on.
Coming soon.
Yeah, hold on. Disney Plus
My
launched
bad.
on the same, like the anniversary. This is the first
The
year.
passing. It's the first year of the passing of Stan Lee,
Lee,
who is
the
our character of the week, and we're gonna get to it eventually. I'm done with these. So yeah, character of the week. Since we have Mr. Patty himself in the studio, go ahead and give us a quick rundown. If you don't know who he is, you should be cracked in the head with a bottle.
Oh
But
my God.
give us a quick rundown.
So this character of the week is a guy that pretty much is the reason why all of us even care about comic books. Stan Lee. That's actually his pen name. His real name is Lieber, but I guess he figured that that's not a good version, so he just stuck with Stan Lee. Cheers to Stan, the man Lee, who had numerous cameos in all of the Marvel films. Not just the ones that were on Marvel Studios, but the ones that were on Fox, the ones that were on Sony. Any Marvel character, he showed up on as a guest appearance. It was just like, it was supposed to be a one-off thing, and then it became like a running gag and see how they could fit him in there. And then they decided to they did I want to say, around the later part of this year, they decided that his health was getting in a little bit of trouble, so they just filmed all the scenes together.
They could,
and then they could splice it up throughout the rest of the
MCU.
So I remember one day we said, you're going to watch a Marvel film. You're going to be like, something feels off about it, and at the end of it, it's going to say, in loving memory of Stan Lee. So this to you, Stan, the man Lee.
And that movie, to when that occurred, was Captain Marvel. And I remember sitting there watching Captain Marvel. They did his cameo where he's on the bus reading from Mallrats, and then it came about the end of the movie. And it's like you try to be tough, you try to prepare for something, and then you see it, and then I'm not gonna lie to you people, I fucking lost it.
Yeah,
I fucking lost it. I wasn't ready for it, and actually I forgot. I didn't realize that it was the 1 year anniversary. And on Tuesday, as I'm on my phone, I'm at work, I'm on my phone, I'm downloading Disney Plus. And then my memories come up, and my memory is of
Stan Lee.
Yeah, it's a post that I wrote to Stan Lee, and
I've been purposely avoiding my Facebook memories for that reason. I have not looked at it all week.
I remember like most celebrity deaths don't really hit me. It's like it's a loss of life. There's someone who's a loved one there. We're like, all right, we understand this. But every once in a while, certain celebrities, dang, that's a big part of my life. When Stan Lee was announced that he was dead, literally, I was just shook.
I was in tears.
I had goosebumps. I was shook. I had so much that was just wow.
I've written letters to Stan Lee. I've sent artwork to Stan Lee. I didn't want to sell characters, and I've actually I had offers to get characters bought. Thinking back now, I was like, I'm a dumbass because But no, because I wanted to keep control of my character.
Yes.
But yeah, it's Stan freaking Lee.
Yeah. And Disney Plus launched, and some crashes. No burns, but a few crashes.
Yeah, it crashed down this week.
I mean, let's be real. 250 million people logged in at the same time.
Joe, what's the math on that? $6.99.
I didn't even bother. I just kept trying to reload.
Netflix
reload.
Yo, Netflix is losing it right now.
No, that's just it. That's not it. That's not it.
It's an ecosystem.
Right. Come on, man.
You think
Netflix is going to lose money?
No. I said losing it. This is real competition
Netflix
is what I
hasn't
mean.
made money.
You said they haven't made money.
Netflix is a few $1 billion in debt.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we got things like you got like Hulu, you got Amazon Prime, you got so many different streaming services. Netflix is not, no one's gonna be all of a sudden be like, well, now I got Disney Plus, I don't need to turn on Netflix anymore. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
The only people that are talking about canceling their whatever because they got one other thing are people who are just being misers. Even if you even at this point, if you have several different streaming services, it's nowhere near as much as a cable bill is.
Well, that leads me to what was going to be our next live poll. Basically, I was going to ask about the comparison between cable, established television networks and streaming, and asking you guys as well as the people out there, which would you rather choose? We had a couple of memes out there that were displaying how much it costs, and it was breaking almost even if you get all of the streaming networks compared to cable. That means HBO, Showtime, Star, all the premium channels have their own streaming services.
All right, so here's the issue that whoever made that meme, and this is why they're an idiot. What I pay for is Netflix. I don't pay for Hulu because I get that free through another network. So I got Netflix, I got WWE Network, and now I have Disney Plus.
Yeah. You
have DC Universe, Amazon Prime, and other stuff.
Thanks to my little sister, I got Disney Plus now. Appreciate you. She got Verizon, so that means to get it for free.
So all I'm saying is that most people right now, like I got at least 2 people that share my Hulu account.
Okay.
I had one other person who shared my Netflix account, and I have like maybe one person that shared my WWE account. Other than that, like I pretty much got all of it. I share yours with DC.
Yeah.
Probably Amazon, or maybe I'll find Crunchyroll. We look. No one person out there is buying, unless they have no friends at all, is buying like all the individual.
Well, we don't want to promote we don't want to promote that. Even
we're not promoting it. I'm just saying, like, we're being real.
I mean, yeah.
But in today's landscape, it would be foolish of these companies to think that people aren't sharing their usernames and passwords.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I have Netflix. I have Disney Plus. I have the Disney Plus triple package, which gives you Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus for $12.99 a month. I have Amazon Prime, right? I have all of that, and I mean, I pretty much want for nothing.
Yeah.
And then anything, and like I said, I have people that I know who, and from time to time they need to use it. Cool, that's fine. But I mean, as long as these companies are going to continue to make this money, which they are making, because all of them have something in production. Everybody has something going in production, and these productions, like, I don't know if you've seen the originals that these shows have on them. The production values are amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing. So it says, we ain't hurting for no money. True. We're good. If you're sharing it with 2 or 3 people, we are fine, because you know what? We're making our money.
And they are.
Aaron LaGrange said DC Universe. Why? Because they actually, like your best friend just said, they've got pretty good content.
DC
on there.
Universe, you have Batman the animated TV series. You have all the Batman TV shows. You got Justice League. You got Justice League and Unlimited. You have all the straight to DVD. DC.
Do we really have 100% gargoyles?
I guess so. You have like
over X-Men.
All the DVDs, all straight to DVD stuff that all the.
I could be wrong.
Then you have the
but
DC
it's highly
shows,
unlikely.
Like all the CW, you have all those DC shows that didn't make it. Then you also got like the DC Universe originals, such as Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing, Titans, which I started watching, and like it's not that bad.
Aaron said they're all trash.
I like that jacket.
Thank you.
I really do. That is a nice jacket.
I'm keeping my.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay.
It's the other way around. I gotta address something from what OCG just told me about this poll, and you people were picking gargoyles. I think everybody's being very, very nostalgic. The best part of that show was Keith David's voice.
Yes.
That's the best part.
The roar.
X-Men, we literally watched an episode. We watched an episode and a half of X-Men before the show.
Verbatim.
And still, I didn't think I knew it as well as I did, but it came flooding back.
The nostalgia.
How campy it was. It is the most 90s shit ever.
It is.
Surrender, mutant.
Right, sure. Not. Yeah. Come on.
And the iconic line of "This one's for you more."
As he goes into a berserker rage on
one robot.
It's an amazing show.
How's about stay calm? We're searching for unregistered mutant. Not you. As
a giant
he
robot
just starts tearing them all down. And he's like, stay calm. Not you.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying that. Okay, I'm saying I enjoyed both thoroughly. But originally, I wanted to. I know the X-Men back and forth. I know them like the back of my hand. I've watched that show. I pirated that show for the longest time. Now I don't have a reason to. I'm not gonna lie. I did it in the past. Everybody did.
Mhm.
Gargoyles is one of those you had to really search for those episodes.
So let me ask you this then. After the first 5 episodes, I give the first 7 episodes. 7 episodes of Gargoyles, then what?
You finished the series.
Really? Oh, you finished the series?
No, I didn't.
Do you remember how the series went?
I remember how the
Did
series
the
went.
series finish itself?
It
I was about to
did.
say,
It did finish.
It
It
did.
did.
Did it?
Yeah, it
Yes.
Really?
It did.
I don't
And
remember.
they did the
No,
overseas animation and everything.
I'm not gonna lie to
So
you.
did the X-Men.
No. I love that part. I'm just saying that.
You
All I-
love that
Dog.
horrible Philippines and animation?
No. Gargoyles.
Oh,
The only thing I remember about Gargoyles, and this is the only thing that rings true every time,
They
is
lose.
I remember them all getting into their poses and going back to stone. I don't remember any of the fights. I don't remember any of the
Well,
stories.
now we have the opportunity to watch the show. And I
mean,
just say, and there are a lot of people out there that are
after
skeptics
I
like
finished
you.
watching
It
Tron,
had its poignant moments, and
Watch
I do
damn
agree.
Tron. Why would you even watch Tron?
Identity Disc.
I love
You-
Tron.
You mean to tell me you
I
don't
love
want to have a
Gargoyles.
you don't want to have a disc on your back and you can just walk around and get into fights with people?
No.
And
'Cause
Winsler
you're
pops up,
shattered
and then you
into
realize that Winsler
millions
is
of
just
pieces.
Tron. Clue.
I hate him.
I've always been a shadow monger, and I guess maybe I identified with the Gargoyles in a ridiculous, unnecessary way. I've always loved dark things. I don't know, because I felt that like when the sun came up and one of them crashed into stone, like crashed into rubble. I love Gargoyles.
Yeah,
I love
it's
I
but
love it.
another thing about both shows were the first time that we actually saw depictions of actual death in cartoons. Like some of the first times we noticed it.
Right.
Because originally, we didn't have that in our cartoons. We didn't have people saying, I'm going to kill you. It was always, I'm going to destroy or I'm going to defeat you or something. Look at He-Man and the Thundercats. They were doing it like that back in the day.
You're doomed.
You're doomed. Like, I'm going to annihilate you. Anything but to say death. And it was something that actually introduced a lot of us as a young audience into the realm of things actually dying and being gone. Hell, I mean, yes, we had Optimus Prime,
I'm about to say,
but he came
say-
back in the series.
Like now that I'm thinking about it, it's like I started watching X-Men on Disney Plus or whatever. I remember Morph
Mhm.
dying
Yeah.
hit me really hard when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And
That
it's
might
kinda-
have been my first introduction.
But the
Yeah.
funny thing about it was, it's like he dies initially, and you have that reaction, but then you realize I don't know this character. So
He's not a real
he's just like, wait a
character.
minute, he's not a real
He's
thing.
not a real-
Ah, damn
They
it.
made him up to kill him off.
no,
Yeah,
that's
so they can set the tone of
Yes.
how hard he
it's like we do that now as creatives. Now that we've read books, some of us have written books and
Stories.
scripts and stories and short.
G.I. Joe did kill people, Chuck. Yes, G.I. Joe did. But
no,
Who cares?
No one.
Duke didn't die.
See, all right. So,
Duke
all right.
died in- Duke
Stop.
died in the movie.
Stop. Here's what we're gonna do.
Channing
Channing Tatum died in the movies.
Stop.
Yes, he did.
Here we go. The G.I. Joe movie.
Fail no, bro.
The reason why Duke didn't die is because when they saw
The reaction
Hasbro
to
saw the reaction to what
Optimus Prime
Optimus
did,
Prime
yeah.
had, the backlash they got from like both parents and kids. So when that happened, they were like they rewrote the fact that Duke died. He was supposed to die. They said
Yeah, because he took a cobra to the heart.
so he went into a coma instead.
So
So
okay,
they retconned that to a coma. It's like
All
coma.
cool beans.
No one died. And that's also part of the animation red tape. You never saw bullets or shells.
Yes, you just saw lights.
Right.
G.I. Joe, they had phaser guns. And everybody shot like stormtroopers.
Exactly. Nobody.
And
could
All
hit
these
anything.
trained soldiers can't hit anybody with a gun.
And every time someone got shot out of a plane,
Yes.
it would always explode. But
And
then
parachute would open,
Right,
yeah.
throughout the whole flame wreckage,
Oh,
there'd
wow.
be like two dudes in a parachute, and like
If I'm War Machine, I'm pissed. You saw in G.I. Joe, they always had parachutes. Why you gonna give me one, you son of a bitch?
and he saw the new suit that Spider-Man had.
Right.
He can survive in space, but I can't survive and fall.
So bad.
Thank you, Tony Stank.
Well, I mean, War Machine. As far as the MCU goes, War Machine kind of stole that suit. He kind of commandeered.
He did, and it
So
wasn't
now
fully
it's the
quick
American
yet.
government's fault that he
Yes.
didn't have anything to fall back on.
Hey,
'Cause
yeah,
his suit-
he fell back on the ground.
Thanks,
he
Trump.
No, yeah, thanks, Trump. Yeah, he
Was Trump president? No, that was Obama.
no.
Yeah.
Shh.
What? Where are you? What the hell?
Listen.
That was Obama. Thanks, Obama.
Now
Now we
War
lost War
Machine's
Machine.
injuries are 100% American government's issue. 100%.
He signed a document.
Please, my FBI
Tony
guy
gave
who's
him no
watching me right
upgrades.
now,
He got
note
all
that we're
his
talking about
upgrades.
fictional characters.
And Hammer Tech. It was all
Right,
Hammer
right,
Tech
exactly.
and
Yeah.
American government.
I'm fucking Buster Bumper. I'm Bunker Buster. Excuse me.
That show popped off.
And now American government, you're
Hammer Tech couldn't even beat Luke Cage.
you're talking about the
You're right.
right.
Wow. Okay, so we also had, speaking of nostalgia, well, not really nostalgia because it's still a new show. Rick and Morty was restarted.
Wubba dub dub.
Favorite catchphrase. Oh, Herb is watching. He's waiting for me to open up this call.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
You know he's waiting for me to open. Trey, he's about to text me in a little bit. But Rick and Morty was came back out. We were in season 4, but unbeknownst to a lot of people, we're only getting 5 episodes. How does it make you feel?
I'm alright.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
You don't have an expectation for a longer season like most shows? You don't feel like that's...
No, because here's the thing. Rick and Morty always does what Rick and Morty wants to do. Just the most Rick and Morty thing you can ever think about.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna release 5 episodes.
Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland are the richest Rick and the Mortiest Morty.
I'm excited. I'm excited to come
You're
back.
talking to the wrong Harmon.
I just hope when we get this comic book popping, that we can have a fan base that's dedicated to not like Fighting Spirit Media, Blurs of Whiskey, TWF Wrestling, like
it's all gonna be popping off.
Superfly Samurai.
Getting back on the Rick and Morty thing, I actually anticipated this. Because there is a I'm gonna plug a fellow podcast, New Rockstars. It's a really good channel. Check it out on YouTube if you're into a lot of nerd culture, movie breakdowns, things of that nature. What they have a episodic show called Ricksplained, where they talk to different producers, people that wrote or do voiceovers on Rick and Morty. And they've talked about how, Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland are almost like the real life Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? And if you look on the show, their relationship, they work well together, but at the same time, it's a strained relationship. And it's the same thing with Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland. So I kind of anticipated that when they said they were going to get, they got extended for another 4 seasons, that you were only going to get but so many episodes per season. Apparently we got a call.
No, it's Corey. Hey, Corey, I was trying to wait so we could actually have the announcement that the phone lines were open, but since you want to call anyway.
Because the authority always wins.
All right.
No more.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
That's how that goes.
And
So, in case you wanted to call in, the number to call is 443-371.
don't you fucking do it.
Thank
Son of a bitch.
That's what I'm talking about. Still gonna do it. If you wanted to call in and comment on any of the things we spoke of today, namely you, Herb, because I know you want to call in. Matter of fact, Corey, wait till Herb calls in so you can say what he got to say. That's all we're waiting for anyway.
Yeah, Herb. Call in.
Let me move my drink out the way. But I don't even know what he was
Like I
going to
said, it's
say.
the most Rick and Morty's thing you can do.
Yes, so I'm excited.
So here's my thing though. I just want to compare this to, because remember when everyone's going crazy over the chicken sandwich and Popeyes, and they were like, oh, this is bad for our culture. And
Was?
So Rick and Morty, remember they had the Szechuan sauce?
Right.
How nuts everyone went for that one?
Did you get some when it came in?
I don't know.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it when I in 1993.
I was thinking about that before you saying it.
I can make it.
They literally took a mediocre ass McDonald's sauce and made people love it again.
Yes.
Here we go.
You were live on Blurs and This is an unknown call. Who's this? Hey, you live with Blurs and Whiskey. Who we speaking to?
We can't hear you, buddy.
You gotta speak up, man.
Who are you?
Horace?
Hey, Horace, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on, Horace?
Dude, I was talking about the drug dealer in the show.
G.I. Joe. He said in the comments that
The
somebody...
drug dealer on G.I. Joe.
They killed the drug dealer, though? I don't remember that.
If he didn't die from the building collapsing on him, because all that happened, he got an overdose of the drugs he was trying to sell.
That's awesome. I gotta go back and find that on G.I. Joe.
Hey, if you can find that, can you please share that to the fan page?
And you know what? That makes sense because at the time it was about the war on drugs was going on.
It's probably the only time that Cobra and G.I. Joe actually
Oh, they did team
He
up.
charged somebody to get.
Oh,
G.I.
Transformers
Joe
and
had one guy that was high on drugs. They were trying to get him to kick. And one of the squadron leaders for Cobra had a little brother that was also.
Yeah, they teamed up. I remember that. Oh, I remember that now. They did kill him.
And that's when they became G.I. Cobra.
No.
Yep.
Was it G.I. Cobra? No.
Am I making that up?
Maybe.
We got to find it. We got to find it. If you,
Mandela effect.
I don't think the G.I. Cobra thing is a thing, but yeah, they were a team for like 10 seconds.
yeah. No, if you can find that clip before we end, please post it on the fan page. I greatly appreciate it.
I'm not going to be able to find it. I'm riding down 495 back to Boston.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I appreciate you calling. We're going to get back to it, man. Thank you, man.
I'm going to put that in my notes. I'm
All
going to
right.
that myself.
All right.
Yeah, we definitely got to find that one. But the
Say 'em
session,
over.
I actually liked the sauce back in the day. I liked it.
So
the
you were
Mulan. I was not 7.
Okay, you were 5.
How old do you think I am?
Okay. Yeah,
Anyway.
that clip of fascist Morty is just the greatest
Yeah.
thing ever.
If y'all didn't see that episode, download the Adult Swim app. Get her done. You need to get on that as soon as
For
possible.
those of you who haven't cut the cord, it's still on demand.
Yes, it is still on demand. So if
It's
you
also
have,
still on Hulu, isn't it?
it might
Yes.
be.
No, it hasn't gotten to Hulu yet. Well,
No.
not
The
the last
newest
time I
episode?
checked.
Not the new season. No.
We'll have to check it. We'll have to check to see. But it's actually it's a funny episode. We're gonna get a lot packed in for 5 episodes. I think it's worth it, and definitely giving it a shot. What else happened this week? So we're just rolling through everything, you guys. There's literally cards all over the table.
Yeah, that leaves time for free space at the end.
Oh boy.
Woo!
Yeah, I might get to see Herb's video.
Speak of the devil.
Go for it.
It took you long. It took you long enough.
Yeah, I know, but hey, first of all, fuck Rick.
And back to the show. So anyway,
So you're a football guy, right?
I absolutely am a football guy. Fucking hell, man. Mediocre hotline, fuck you want.
It's my goddamn show, butt bastard. First of all, yeah, I have to say this. I do agree. That was some mediocre.
Butt bastard.
What is a butt bastard?
Hey, block him.
Damn, Herb's word.
Block him.
Let the man talk.
No.
We're gonna give
Herb.
Herb time enough to talk, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Herb,
You are a real bastard. You really are.
this is gonna happen every time. Stop antagonizing. You've been picking him since the last time he was on the show.
No. It's all justified. It really is all justified. But he still is a bastard.
And you got high blood pressure.
But no, all joking aside, that was mediocre as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, you guys are doing a great job. Keep up the great work. I'm still watching. But yeah, that was some mediocre ass shit back in the day.
What was?
What are you referencing?
I'm referencing what's the name? The Mulan dip that was on Rick and Morty.
The Szechuan
Oh, you're
sauce.
saying the sauce was mediocre?
Yeah, the sauce dip, whatever the fuck it is, it was mediocre at best.
Thank you, Herb, for those kind words. And
I'll catch you guys later, man.
All right, dude.
keep tuning in. We love your support. So you're a football guy, right?
Wait, what was the word? Butt bastard?
What was butt bastard? What is butt bastard? What do you?
Butt bastard.
I thought you said bomb bastards.
No, he
Either
said,
way.
He said, but either one. Any combination that you come up with.
New Herb's word, butt bastard. Put that on a T-shirt with his name, with his face on it. I need. I will buy that one.
Hey, start the hashtag butt bastard.
Put it on his personal page.
Just
And it's on the wall.
I was on the wall. Yo, I'm telling everybody right now, go to his Facebook page and just write on his wall, butt bastard.
Oh, Corey. What
We're
do you
never
want?
gonna get through this.
Corey, what do you want?
You're alive with Blurs of Whiskey. What's up, Corey?
Hey.
Keep it together, man.
The authority always wins.
Just hang up. Hang up.
Bruh.
Hang up.
Like, is he trying to do Triple H?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
I don't know what. This is getting weird.
Hey, man, you're on the business
We got 2
side.
miles to talk about. Let's get to it.
Oh, Jesus.
So, this week
y'all both played
in the
football.
NFL, I mean, technically
Shit,
you
might as well
played
been
football.
Technically, you might as well have been the XFL.
Might have been. So, if you guys didn't see the clips,
Shit, it still can be.
what's the guy's name? I have a brain fart.
Miles Garrett.
Yes.
I got it.
There you go.
I'll take over.
There you go.
So
That's
this
what we
week
have
on
already.
Thursday Night Football, there was an incident that took place It was the closing 14 seconds. The Cleveland Browns were winning against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers were on a drive. Mason Rudolph, the quarterback from the Steelers, throws an interception. I'm sorry, no, he's getting sacked by Myles Garrett. But he got rid of the ball. Myles takes him to the ground. Mason Rudolph takes exception with it and begins. At first, he kicked Myles Garrett in the balls. Then he tries to rip his helmet off at the bottom of a pile. The Steelers' offensive line, Myles Garrett turns around, rips his helmet off. The Steelers' offensive linemen take him and push him back away. Mason Rudolph, like the plucky little white guy that he is, tries to go in and get him another piece. And, he got himself a piece of his own helmet to his goddamn head.
He tried to give him back his helmet. He's like, oh, this is
Here you go.
mine. Here you go.
It was rather hilarious. But the results of that were...
the results of it was, I'm sorry. Also, and then after getting conked on the head with his own helmet, one of the Browns and his offensive lineman came to his defense. One, Marquise Pouncey, their best offensive lineman, takes Myles Garrett to the ground, kicks him 2 times in the head, and then punches him. It got real hood, real fast.
Yeah.
And then one of the other defensive linemen from the Cleveland Browns comes and pushes the shit out of Mason Rudolph.
Why do you like Meek Mills?
So the result, the backlash from it is, of course, everybody on Twitter going crazy. I've been around the game. I played the game for a very long time. I've honestly never seen anything like that. Myles Garrett was suspended indefinitely.
Aaron said, damn, that player is a real butt bastard.
Hey, shout out LaGrange, man. Yeah.
I can't.
Fucking hell.
How am I going to do this?
Butt bastard. So, shit.
Angry Fist?
We need that shirt ASAP.
So, anyway, Myles Garrett got suspended indefinitely. David Okunjobi, who is the defensive lineman for the Browns, who pushed Mason Rudolph, got 1 game. Marquise Pouncey was given 3 games. And Mason Rudolph, because he's a fresh-faced white quarterback, he literally got nothing.
Yeah.
The NFL.
Don't do that again.
I just found out this morning that the NFL is going to fine him an undisclosed amount. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Oh, and also both teams were fined $250K, which for these multi-billion-dollar teams, that's literally like somebody fining me a quarter.
Yeah.
You know.
So basically, NFL turned to the scene of drumline.
Pretty much. And Myles Garrett is fucking Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
man.
hauled off and stole that by me. So yeah, it's tragic to see that this stuff like this happens.
Is it tragic though?
Because the man lost his job. He was being attacked. It's football is a physical contact sport. But what was happening on the ground, that last clip, you actually see him over top of him trying to get his helmet off first. He kicked the man in the nuts. Like, what the hell? So really?
No.
Okay. So let's do a live poll if we can. Do you think that Myles should have been indefinitely suspended?
So here's my whole take on it. I feel like Mason Rudolph instigated the whole thing, and I know oftentimes people like to say, "Oh, well, it's always the second guy." Well, there was more than just the first guy did more than enough to be the second guy, in my opinion. I feel like the NFL likes to cop out when it comes to their quarterbacks, especially their white quarterbacks, i.e. Tom Brady, and everybody wants to say, "Oh, well, he got suspended." No, man, fuck all of that. The Patriots have been cheating for a lot longer than just deflating footballs. You know what I mean? And as a football guy, I've seen it. Most football guys have seen it. A lot of them like to say, "Oh, well, if you're not cheating, you ain't trying." Yeah. Man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. I feel like Mason Rudolph, as an instigator, should have at least got 2 games. And I said when it happened, I've never seen somebody do that before in an actual game. And I do feel like Myles Garrett should have got at least the rest of the season. You know what I mean? But here's the thing, though. The NFL sets this precedent by suspending him indefinitely, right?
Yeah.
Now, when a NFL football player is out here abusing a woman or putting his hands on a woman or doing something like that, they need to take the same action. Because this is an egregious act. Yes, it was technically an assault. You know what I mean? But it took place on the football field. We all know that if you've played anything, if you've done anything athletic, and it's a competitive sport, it puts you in a mindset that is not normal. And people need to stop acting like you can stay in a normal mindset when you're out there when you're in a competitive environment. That is
highly competitive.
That is
we're talking like next level. Like we're not talking like we've been
80 minutes of your adrenaline
high school
in your
football,
eyeballs.
Come on, man.
Dude, do you first off, let's talk about how competitive the environment is in NFL, right? Let's say you're a player that makes $10 million a year. I'm gonna give you people some knowledge that some of you probably don't have. They don't get paid throughout the year like you or I do. No, what they get is a game check. Do you know, let's say a player is making $16 million a year, right? That's $1 million a game.
Yeah.
Every Monday at the facility, you walk in, here's your game check, right? You're playing for $1 million a week. That's money that you, him, all of us cannot fucking fathom.
Yeah.
We're not making anywhere near that. And you mean to tell me that
not yet?
Somebody
like, share, and subscribe.
Somebody kicks me in the balls. All right, cool, we passed it. Then you try to rip my helmet off. And then let's just be real about it. We don't know what the fuck Mason Rudolph said to him under that pile. We have no idea what he said to him, what he called him. Because here's the thing. Most people don't know. Myles Garrett really isn't that type of guy. Myles Garrett is actually, he's into art. He's a musician. He's a mild-mannered guy off of the football field. He just so happens to be 6'5", 270 pounds, and runs a 4.6 and can get after a quarterback's ass. Yeah. You know what I mean? Phrasing. But
he's a monster.
Right. So, I mean, everybody likes to say, oh, well, he took it too far. No, man, this is a highly competitive sport. You are so, when you get on that fucking football field, you are so tuned up and tweaked out, it's almost like you're on a fucking drug.
Get him.
And you mean to tell me he's supposed to stay in a regular mindset when somebody kicks him in the dick and tries to come after his career? Get the fuck out of here. Mason Rudolph needs to be held accountable for everything that he did, as well as Myles Garrett. Everybody involved with it should have some type of stipulation or some type of penalty applied to them.
So,
exactly.
I'm sweating.
Completely agree.
So speaking of Myles,
transitioning to another one.
Woo! Yeah, nah, for real though. Like this dude. So NXT, this gentleman is off of NXT, off of Ring of Honor. He goes by the name of Jordan Miles, or he used to go by the name of Jordan Miles.
Now it's ACH.
Super. Don't forget the super. Is what he says. Okay, so this gentleman, you know, you've discussed him before, the prior controversy about he had like a design that had a racist invitation to it. So it's like, ooh, wow, this looks bad.
Talking about the blackface shirt. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
blackface shirt.
The blackface shirt design that he saw with just a bunch of lips and it said Jordan Miles.
The teeth were
right. The only thing was missing was the
it was
frog.
Sambo.
The only thing that was missing was the frog from the WB. Just as his mascot.
Love to shuck and jive.
But so he, everyone agreed that this shirt was a bad design and had racist invitations to it. So we're like, all right, cool. We all agreed on that. He was very vocal about how bad it looked. Yes. We all agreed on that too.
And while he was
then employed, he decided to take it to the next level. He started like calling out he's on Twitter now. Instead of going to like the office, like Triple H is always down there at NXT. He's always on NXT. Yeah. It ain't like,
it's his baby.
Right, so Triple H is always there. It's not he couldn't go at Triple H. It's not he couldn't send letters or emails to the people in charge. No, he decided to go on Twitter and go on this huge, I decided to actually look at his Twitter feed. This dude is insane. He is insane. He decided after some closed door meeting in Stamford, Connecticut, that he quit. So he made a video. It's about 2 minutes long of him just saying I quit. But it's at least 45 seconds worth of him just actually saying the words. The other part was just him just sitting there with his phone, like going on live. I quit. The company's racist and I do this for the culture. The culture ain't ask you. I do this for the culture. I got to do this for no.
Because you know who's still there? Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews.
So here's the thing though. Here's the thing that Booker T said. Here's the thing that Booker T, who has dealt with racism in the company, he worked for WCW.
He got called nigger live on there.
I was about to say, he was in a literal angle that was disparaging him because of the color of his skin.
Yeah, and he should have won.
His first, and when he first became tag team with his brother, one of the first ideas that they tried to run by them is, oh, you did time in jail. Hey, how about you do like this escaped convict tag team, and we'll have like this white guy as your manager, but he's kind of like your handler, like a prison guard, like a CO. No,
I don't want to do that.
No, not gonna do that. Then they decide to have some guy like a Colonel Sanders like dude like be their manager. No, not gonna do that. See, Booker T went directly to the heads. He went to like the people and said this is bad. What ACH did is he decided to like go on Twitter and like make a complete ass of himself.
Yeah.
Got himself fired.
He thought that the social justice warriors would be behind him all the way. And
there's some people that are behind him.
There are people that are behind. He had a valid point
at first, but
the way he went about it is what's wrong.
And then he's going to talk about like, don't ever call me about Jordan Miles. That's my slave name. Nah, bro, that's called a character name.
Too far.
Like that's not your slave name. That's not that's your character's name. Like that's not what it is. And let's be real. He's talking about like how he's going to go as high as he can, in the ladder.
AEW said nope.
First of all, you're 5'9".
Like really?
Really, you're 5'9".
Short black guys don't make it far.
You were like maybe NXT United States.
He'd have been great in AEW if he had shut his mouth.
If he shut his mouth, he wouldn't have been in a situation to go to AEW. True. Because he had one match. No, he had one tournament and one match on NXT. Yeah. That was it. That was all that we know of him.
Chuck said, Jordan Miles did it for the Rock.
He did it for the people.
Get out of here.
Like Jordan Miles, like I said, he just took it way too far. And then I feel like I said, I think there's something certifiably wrong with him. Like I went through his whole timeline. He's got a speech with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these other things. He's like quoting all these Marcus Garvey and he's trying to make himself like
one of those.
He's trying to make it like he's a martyr.
Is that his new angle? He's gonna be the wrestling hotep? Is that what he's gonna do?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's trying to be comic.
You shouldn't be calling yourselves divas, cause really you're queens.
Open your minds, not your legs.
Never let yourself get down and pin 1, 2, 3. You can't do it. I'm on it anyway. So yeah, F that guy. I'm just honestly,
he's a super talented guy. We're not taking that away from him.
I'm not saying, but shut your mouth,
dude. There's something wrong with you, man.
Like, come on, Joe. Like, I understand being wrong.
Like Booker T,
is he wrestling's Antonio Brown?
He's definitely Ahmed Johnson.
He close. Yeah. He close.
He's on he on that Ahmed Johnson level.
That nigga there.
That bomb. So we're coming to the end, and usually I do this in the middle, but we got to get on to our refill.
The lines are actually open.
They are actually open. In case you wanted to call in,
other than Herb and
Corey.
Herb and Corey, don't call him no more.
Yeah.
Now they're gonna call.
Yeah, you.
What did you call it? The Streisand effect.
Corey's not called.
Good.
Okay.
He made a mistake.
But we get into the refill. We talk about things that are of note. Things of note that have happened during the week, or things that we're looking forward to. Shut up and let me finish, Cat.
Oh, hey, no. Yes. Let's see what you got.
You're alive with Blurs and Whiskey.
Woo!
Yep, me again. Before y'all wrap up, 2 things. One, Gary Brown was right. It was 2 other people from G.I. Joe. Anyway, past that. Linka, her brother from Captain Planet, I think he died. Sorry, I know that's way the hell off topic.
Oh, Captain.
Wow.
Yo, is anybody streaming Captain Planet?
Probably
not.
In this streaming age, how can I watch Captain Planet? Is that...
He's like really excited. Y'all can see his face right now.
Go on Funny or Die and look at Don Cheadle turning people into fucking trees.
Pelvic thrusting people.
That was a whole drug angle too.
Yes, it was.
I think it was her brother, and I'm pretty sure he died on a ledge that they were going to fall. In fact, Lincoln was a drug addict for like 10 seconds.
What?
Lincoln was she was
yeah, it was snuck in her food.
Yeah, okay. All right.
You gotta,
I gotta go find this.
You gotta understand the war on drugs in the 80s.
Yes.
In the 90s,
so
it's like a weird.
I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Program?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember Nancy Reagan's baby. Criminals.
That
was Nancy Reagan's thing.
I'm more pissed about Tipper Gore and her.
I'm just saying,
censorship of music.
Your husband's gonna introduce crack into the ghettos, and you're gonna help his program and try to get rid of it.
Right, because they couldn't commit war on black people, so they had to call it a war on drugs.
Yes, and now we got the opioid epidemic.
As Richard Nixon's aide once said, we couldn't make it illegal to be against the war or black, so we made it illegal to use drugs, and that's where you get your war on drugs. That's a fact. You can look it up. I challenge anybody to research anything that I say because I'm always right. They don't call me the Maestro for no reason.
He's actually our chief researcher.
Basically.
He really is.
That's why I'd be like, you didn't tell me about this before the show. Anyway. So, but hey, Horace, appreciate you calling in, man. I'm going to look that up. If you find anything else, you definitely put it on the fan page when you get a chance, when you're done driving safely.
and Horace, stop calling in with drug angles, man. You freaking me out.
That's how everyone died.
Hold on, what'd you say?
I said sorry. My mind is wandering. I got like 400 miles to drive, so
I got you.
I appreciate you, man. I hit you back.
No, that's how they kill people back in
All
the days in cartoons. They had to be drugs.
Right.
It couldn't be by a bullet or.
Speaking of cartoons, sans drugs, we've got well, not cartoons. We got The Boys 2 season 2 trailer dropped. I have not seen it yet. I was waiting.
All right, so we're gonna do a reaction video after the show.
Yes, we can.
Because I haven't watched it either.
I thought we were gonna do a reaction video for the trailer of City Dragon.
We could do that too.
Let's get them up.
Real quick, for all of you people that have just only watched The Boys on Amazon Prime, please do yourselves a favor. Go and find the books. Any books. Well, it's only Borders, but go in their graphic novel section. I'm sure they're gonna have them. Just read the books. The show is amazing. The books are fucking outstanding.
Been saying.
Have an open mind.
I didn't see a single bookstore in Las Vegas.
Have an open mind when you.
Not even
who's going to Vegas?
Their little catch-all stores.
Who's going to Vegas to read?
Seriously, even like the catch-alls like Walgreens apparently and
The books where the books are is alcohol.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the bookstores in Vegas are in the back of the strip club.
Son of a bitch! I got damn Stark and Stormy in my nose again. Anyway,
every time I come on the show.
God damn it!
Right.
The last time he was on the show.
Did you know a stripper named Dark and Stormy? And she got in your nose?
I hate you. I hate you so much. No, we've got that trailer. Look, we're doing a reaction after the show. Anyway,
don't you want to see this reaction all over again?
We don't. We really don't. We've got Ip Man 4 is coming out, or is it already? Did it already release?
No, it hasn't released.
Hasn't released yet. Okay.
It's the trailer.
The Sonic trailer did get released. I'm actually looking forward to seeing that.
First of all, can we give a hand clap for anyone who does any type of graphics? That shit is hard work, and the fact that they took the time to not only
they pushed the movie back,
they halted the whole.
They
production.
pushed the production back, released that.
But that is the power of people.
But I was gonna say that also sets a bad precedence against us as nerd fans. Because you essentially intimidated a whole movie company into changing a movie.
I've been trying to do that for years.
But that's the thing, though. Now, anytime somebody doesn't agree with something, because if you remember when the first Thor came out, reference to earlier, when they said Idris Elba was going to be playing Heimdall, people were like, "Oh, we're going to boycott Heimdall the white character." So now you're going to have a bunch of these other entitled little shits.
A new actor is different than changing the graphics design on... I get what you're saying, though. It's just the precedent that we're going to...
Stop. What's it been, 3 months since we bullied them into fixing Sonic? All right?
Just about.
So, just for the trailer, all right? I do this shit. I modeled it like...
I feel like I'm
they spent hundreds of hours trying to placate us, and you know what? We're not going to be happy. We're not going to be happy with the end.
You know the most asinine thing I've seen since this came out?
We shouldn't have this movie. This shouldn't exist. It shouldn't.
And the fact that Jim Carrey's in it is crazy.
Jim Carrey is going to try to be the saving factor.
I think he's going to carry the movie.
But as far as the design team and all the work that they're putting in, I pray to the Lord this movie at least makes what they put into it.
Because he's passionate. So we can appease off camera guy, and I'm not placating you right now.
Oh, gay Cyclops is in the movie too.
Anyway, so when you go watch Sonic, stay after the credits. At least show the guys who put all the hard work into making that movie enough respect to read their names up on the screen.
Yeah, that's the least we can do.
That's the least we can do. Marvel tricked us for years into doing that by giving us teasers at the end. Now, we were all on our phones talking about the movie, but we at least sat through the credits. I say, sit through the credits and watch the credits of Sonic, just to give those guys who are hard-working production engineers, much like our off-camera guy, Give them that much respect.
Because you know they had a bunch of 20 and 22-hour days.
Oh yeah,
fixing that shit.
Reach grueling
This
days.
is-
I'm pretty
like
sure.
they probably did what Rockstar does to their guys at the end. when they're about to-
Rockstar. That's where I was going with it.
So,
I sat down.
I got your back, brother.
Boom.
So Rockstar is infamous for like when GTA 5 came out, literally people on the production team didn't go home for a month. They did not go home for a month.
And that game came out awesome.
To finish the production on that game.
You play the credits of some of your favorite games. If you actually just sit there and watch the credits roll, they start naming the children that were born that their parents didn't get to see. It's hard work.
When you see a minor
Sit
detail
through
in a
credits.
game like Red Dead
Please.
Redemption, like something small,
We
like
might
a
not
little,
make it home.
Like the hair,
You don't sit
hair,
through the credits.
like the hair growing on the face.
right? Or like a horse. Here's something really insignificant that not a lot of people know of. On Red Dead Redemption 2, depending on the temperature outside, the horse's nuts will grow or shrink. That seems very insignificant and kind of trivial, right? You know, somebody probably didn't get to go home and see their family for 6 months while he was fucking detailing balls on a horse.
There was a maniacal off-camera manager that said, "Hey, we need these details."
Right.
Can you just imagine like Rick sitting there playing a game like, huh, that's interesting. But hold up.
It's cold
Are
outside.
those balls contracting?
right.
They are. Those balls are contracting.
And then he had to go to a warm weather. Oh.
well, son of a bitch.
My mom said I read the fucking credits. Sheesh.
You know the most asinine thing I've seen though since this came out was someone said this tells you that they could have done this at the very beginning in the first place. I'm like, shut the fuck up, man.
I mean,
just enjoy it. Just enjoy it.
I personally didn't like the first trailer. I didn't like it. I thought it looked crazy.
He looked like those
weird.
things from Quiznos. Like
yes. That's what he looked
You know
like.
what? He looked like a plush doll that just came out of the dryer and came to life.
Yes. So, but I think
He need to be brushed.
I honestly wish I had that much pull to convince people to change things like that effing movie I won't speak of. But
are you referring to like the Joker?
I don't know what you're talking about.
So good.
I refuse to speak of.
Hey, Trey.
But I wish
what do
that
you
people.
get? What do you
listen-
get when you cross a loner with mental disabilities with a world that disrespects him and forgets about him?
The
Is he
highest
quoting
sell-
the movie?
the
You
highest
get what you
sell-
fucking deserve. $1 billion rated R movie.
Fuck that movie. Sorry.
Shit was amazing.
All
Alright, so yeah, we gotta.
Oh.
Well, we didn't even talk about the Mandalorian, but
Now, you know what? Fuck it. Let's shout out the Mandalorian because that shit is dope.
It's a great show.
Disney
Great
Plus.
Yo, I'm not even
It's killing the game.
into Star Wars like that.
Before you start X-Men or Gargoyles or Tron, whatever,
Spider-Man.
or shut up. Before you start, sit yourself down and watch Mandalorian.
I'm gonna tell you why I'm really excited about Mandalorian being good, right? The production values on Mandalorian look like the production values on Force Awakens and on New Jedi.
Yeah.
Or Last Jedi.
It's not just somebody
Right.
in one studio.
So let's think about this in the long run. Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier is shooting right now.
No, you called him right. You called him what he is.
What is the production value gonna look like on that?
It's
gonna look like a fucking movie.
Yes.
It's gonna look just like the movie.
We thought we were getting regular like sitcoms. No, we're getting full. Disney is throwing their money bags at this entire situation.
Well, shit, they got enough of it.
They do.
Oh.
They do. Spend it. They're creating jobs.
So would you say Disney Plus is the actual online streaming version of what the Vault was back in the day when it said this movie is never going to be seen again? We're going to put it in the Vault.
They gave us access to the vault.
They gave us
all our own
No,
vault
there's
key.
still a Vault because Song of the South.
That's never coming out. That's never coming out. That's not. No.
It's not gonna
That
happen.
is the Vault now.
It's not.
It's
That's the only
Song of
thing in
South.
there.
They were like, we're going to lock you up, throw you in the ocean with Megatron.
Look,
And that's going to be
they opened it up. Everybody come out, not you. You stay in
There
the corner.
you go.
Get your ass back in that corner.
Wait. The Joker made $1 billion before it got to China.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You
it
know
changed,
why?
my nigga.
You know why? Do you want to know why?
I hate you all.
Do you want to know why?
I'm still not going to watch it.
It's a great fucking
I'm
movie.
still not going to watch it.
This is a great fucking movie.
I'm still not going
All
to
right.
watch it.
You want toast?
So, yeah, we might as well. So we appreciate you guys for tuning in this week, as you have every other week. Always remember to like, share, subscribe our show.
Hey, real quick, this is something that I wanted to say for a couple weeks, but everybody knows I've been a football lamb. I'm gonna say it right now. Hey, when you share the videos and when you start tagging stuff, tag some of these other blurred podcasts or whatever. Tag some of them and some of our shit. You know what I mean? We trying to grow just like they're trying to grow. You know? Yeah. So let's tag team this thing because we all blurs. Let's get it out there. Blur Vision, 3 Black Geeks. It's a couple other ones. Tag all them dudes, man. Show us the shit. We appreciate it. Oh, hey man. I know last time I was on the show, I said I was at John F. Kennedy, but I made a transition over. I'm now at the school that I graduated from, my home, Archbishop Carroll Lions. We are playing for the WCAC Championship next Sunday at Catholic University. Come on, check it out. It's going to be a show. Then after that, the following week, we're playing in the DC State Championships. We play off our first round against Friendship Collegiate Academy. Come on out, watch some good football, man. See me on the sideline acting like a raving lunatic. Even more so than here, so you know it's going to be good.
It's football, so.
Yeah, we real blurs doing real nigga shit.
Yes.
We just...
So as always, like, share, subscribe. We're going to close this thing. You got anything you want to plug?
Hashtag, no, Camisms, hashtag. That's my,
Hashtag butt bastards.
Right.
Hashtag butt bastards.
Butt bastards.
So as always,
right?
You freaking butt bastard.
Heard. Nobody's trying to steal your job, man.
Nobody's trying to take. We're not gonna let you
still got
take
your
your
stamp
job
on the show.
Exactly.
I'm too busy to steal your job.
I must say we're too good to do this.
Fuck you trying to say? Don't cheers that shit, motherfucker. You in my? It's my shit too. Anyway,
I'm just laughing.
Up to it,
down to it,
down
up to it, around the back corner. Fuck you.
Up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we're used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink. And we out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and that technicolor rainbow in between, it's your boy Trey Proper.
It's your boy Big Herb.
And thank you for watching Blurs and Whiskey.
Be sure to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms.
And check us out on blursandwhiskey.com.
Be sure to get that merch.
And come take this shot.